In this video, I'll be covering binary trees, which is a part of the 9618 paper, A-Levels Computer Science. So let's start with the basics of binary trees. Binary trees is a data structure that stores numbers in a specific order. So let's start. What exactly is binary tree? It is a data structure. So how does it look like? Basically, this is the structure of a binary tree. Here we have a root node, which is the starting circle of a binary tree, and then each node has a, a left child and a right child. Now, it's not necessary that each node has a child, but this is a parent node. Each node with children are called parent nodes. This is also a parent node as it has children. And this here is a leaf node because it has no children. So how a binary tree works is that let's take a list of numbers. So we're going to take the first number in the list and put it as our root node. Now, numbers smaller than the node will go towards the left, while numbers greater than the node will go towards the right. So let's move on to 13. We already have 10 as our root node. 13 is greater than 10, so here it will be the right child of 10. Then we have 8. 8 here is less than 10, so it will move towards the left of 10. Now the root has a left child and a right child. Our next number is 9. We're going to start comparing it with the root. So 9 is less than 10, so it will move towards here. But you can see that the left child of 10 is not null. It has a value stored here. So we're going to compare it with this value as well. Here 9 is greater than 8. So greater numbers go towards the right. So right, 9 will be stored here. And we have 12. 12 is greater than 10, so it'll move here. But here you can see that it's not empty. So here 12 is less than 13, so it'll move towards the left. And then we have 14. We're again going to start from the root. 14 is greater than 10, so it'll come here. 14 is greater than 13, so it'll go towards the right. So this is how a binary tree works. So what we've learned from this is that a node has data in it, a left pointer, and a right pointer. So if you've covered linked lists, you know what a pointer is. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a node like this, where we're going to have three parts. One will be left, one will be data, and one will be right. Here, the addresses of a left or right pointer will be stored. So if it has nothing in it, we can either store 0 or -1. And over here, in the mid part, we'll store our data. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a big array, and then we're going to take smaller arrays. So it's going to be like a 2D array. We're going to take that, and each smaller element is going to have three parts, which will be left, data, and right. So this is how our structure is going to look like. And in this array, we'll store our data. So let's move on to the coding part. First, we're going to take the array. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking an array and then I'm initializing each element with 0 3 times as I shown here. So free node here shows that which node next to it is free, and root pointer points here. The first element is the root. So our function is to add a node. We're going to take all of these as global. And we're going to ask the user for the data that they want to input. Then what we're going to do is check if there is any space in the tree. If the tree is full, so every time we add a node, free node will be incremented by 1. As over here our range is 20, that means our binary tree can hold 20 elements. So we're going to check if free node is less than or equal to 19. Why 19? Because it starts from 0. So if free node is less than or equal to 19, we're gonna create a new node. So how do we create a new node? Array node, free node, because if we have added 13 elements, then our free node will be 13. So we're gonna be adding the new element in the free node. So free node 0 will be -1. I will explain this in a bit. So what's happening here is, as I explained, we're taking 3 parts, one left pointer, one right pointer, and one data. So free node points towards these elements. So what we have is an array which has these smaller arrays 20 times. So when we take free node, if we have free node is equals to 3. So if this is our array 0, 1, 2, 3, we will add the data in this part. So now let's magnify this part. Here when we're adding a data, our data to add is, for example, 5. 5 will be stored here, and because we're just adding this node, it's not going to have a left or a right child. So we're going to point its left and right pointers towards -1. So here 0, 1, 2. On the first index we store the data, and on the 0 and the second index we store -1, as we've done over here. Then we're going to check if root pointer is -1, then root pointer will be 0. This means that if there is no root value, this means that if the tree is empty, then we're gonna add the first element and we're gonna make the root pointer point towards 0. Else, if there is a root value, if there is data added in the tree, we're gonna take a variable placed as false and a current pointer as our root pointer. So our root pointer will always be 0. We are using this current pointer to traverse through the tree. So what we're doing here is, because we want to add a new item, if this is our already existing tree, and if we want to add 13, we don't know where we want to add it. So we need to traverse through the tree. We need to check first, is 10 greater than 13 or is 10 less than 13? 13 is greater than 10, so we're going to move towards the right. Then we're going to check if the right pointer here is pointing at -1. It's not. That means there is a data here, so we're going to compare again. Here we're going to check, is 13 greater than 12? Yes. So here it's going to go towards the right. Now 12's right pointer is -1 because there is no data here. So we can add 13 over here. So this is what this part of the code is going to do. So first we're going to check if it's smaller. Sorry, 1. So what we're doing here is checking if where our current pointer is, as we're starting from a root, our current pointer is pointing at 0 right now. So it's going to check that if the data here at variable 1, so we have this, and 10 stored here. So we're going to check if this is less than, if node data is less than the data stored here. As we're checking if node data is less than, so we're going to move towards the right. We're going to check at index 0. So now if it's -1, then we will make it point towards free node, which is where we added the new node. And if it is not free, then we will move our current pointer towards the next part. Meaning here we saw, suppose we need to add 5. So we're going to check 5 is less than 10. So we move over here, and here we can see that it's not -1. So now our current pointer is going to be this 8. So it's going to be array nodes current pointer, which was 10, and then its left pointer. So the pointer where it's pointing here. So this was if we're checking for less than. So this is how insertion in a binary tree goes. So let's dry run this. Before dry running, let's also, we have if free node is less than equal to 19, and if it's not, we are going to print tree is full. So let's dry run this. So for now, let's assume this is empty. Our root pointer is pointing at -1 and our free node is 0. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3. I want to enter 5. So I'm going to take free node 0. So this, I'm going to take this part. I'm going to add 5 here, -1 here, -1 here. Then I'm going to check if root pointer is -1, which it is. I'm going to make root pointer 0. So here now I have -1, 5, -1. And here 5 has been added. Then I want to add 10. So now my free node is 1 because once it's been added, we do free node is equals to free node plus 1. So now my free node points here. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to add 10 here, -1 here, -1 here. Then I'm going to check. Here my code is doing placed is false and current pointer is equals to root pointer. So current pointer is pointing towards 0 now. So here we have 0. Then we're going to check. We're going to check if node data is less than array node current pointer 1. So is 5 less than 10? Sorry, is 10 less than 5? No, it's not. So we won't go towards the left. Then we're going to check if 5 is 10 greater than 5. It is. So we're going to check, sorry, 0, 1, 2. We're going to check the second index of current pointer. It's already pointing towards -1. So now we're going to make this point towards 1. And here we're going to add 10, -1, -1. And over here we have 10. So now you can see that this right pointer is pointing towards this part. And now my free node points here. So this is how it works. This is how it'll keep repeating. If it won't be -1, then it'll go towards the next pointer, and it'll keep on repeating until the proper position is found and it's been inserted. Okay, so let's run this code. Wait, I didn't call it, sorry. And let's add a message here before to show that the data is added. So we're going to enter, and then so this shows that our data has been added. So to check how it looks in a tree, we do tree traversal, and that is something I will cover in my next video.